Welcome to Macomb High School. We have a JV matchup between the Mercer County Golden Eagles and the Macomb Bombers. This is a JV contest between a couple of squads that faced off in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament a few days ago, just in the past week or so. I am John Reynolds alongside Mr. Brandon Thomas, who's going to be chiming in with some color as well as running the fantastic camera. We have not yet met the starters here, but we are going to meet them in just a moment. We're ready for game time here in just about a minute or so. Should be a good one, though, between the Mercer County Golden Eagles and the Macomb Bombers. These squads used to play a lot more often when they were in the Olympic Conference back in the day, as part now, but Macomb and has gone their separate ways now to not be in the Olympic Conference anymore. So a good old rival matchup here between these two squads. You see the Golden Eagle bench right there. We'll talk a little bit about some of our sponsors here before we get going. Today's game is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. Provide expert help to all area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. So we are ready to go. Your starters are on the floor, and the officials are out there as well. We're ready for basketball here between the Macomb Bombers and the Mercer County Golden Eagles. It'll be Caden Up to jump for the Macomb Bombers. And jumping for Mercer County's number 30, that's Peyton 30acre, and it is in the hands of the Macomb Bombers as Caden Up. Oh, reconnection successful. Hang on. Let's see if we're still on. Hang on. It's still 3-3, right?
Yes.
All right, an early foul. Okay, I'm seeing if this is going to keep feeding. It says that we're... Again, hang on. Yeah, that's not good. Why did it do that? Why the hell did the internet just go out? One free throw for the Golden Eagles, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why did that happen? Okay, I'm going to text Dwayne. Because that should not have happened. Why is it doing that? We're on the wrong stream. What? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Actually, I think I got it back. Welcome back. Sorry for the little misconnection there. Our internet has gone out for a second, but we are back and ready to go. It is a 4-3 game between the Macomb Bombers and the Mercer County Golden Eagles. We are sorry for the little mishap there. It looks like the internet went down for a moment, but we're ready to go back here again. Hopefully we do not run into any more troubles. We have not had really any internet issues here at beautiful Macomb High School, but had one there. So we're ready to go, though. The Bombers with the basketball here as they get the boards on the other way, and now here they come down the other side, swinging up there, and it's tipped around and stolen in possession now by Tice Litweiler, coming away with that one for the Golden Eagles, who have an early 4-3 advantage. 5:25 remains. And the bucket there for the Golden Eagles. They take the lead again here up by 3, 6-3. Bringing things up here is Hayden Katz as he dumps it off to Elby. We see a lot of Nick Elby on the varsity squad, which we'll have them right after this. That's probably about 7 o'clock tip-off between these Bombers and Golden Eagles. Caden Up wants 3. It's a little short. Tipped around there, that was number 40, William Thomas, who tried to kick it back out but was unsuccessful to do so. 6-3, under 5 to go. Golden Eagles on the attack, swinging into the backcourt. And, hey, nice play there by number 23. That was Grady Norton, who was able to save the basketball at the half-court line. 6-3, Golden Eagles with the lead, trying to add to it. No shot clock here as in the normal regular season. We had it at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, but do not have it here right now. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with Mercer County.
And boy, oh boy, is there a bunch of questions surrounding the upcoming shot clock for the 2026 and 27 year. So people that didn't know that, now you know it. Here in a couple of years, the IHSA will be having the shot clock for every game.
Lay it up and in there by number 23, Grady Norton, who's got 5 points here so far, and the Golden Eagles have gotten off to an early 8-3 lead. Bombers on the other way. It's Caden Knupp with the basketballs. He'll dump it off now to Camden Shin, who wears number 24. Down low is Shin. Lay it up, lay it in for Camden Shin. He finds the basket to make it an 8-5 game. Bombers trying to get a stop here on defense. Turn it around the other way. Mercer County with the basketball. The Golden Eagles wearing their Navy uniforms with the gold piping on the sides. That shot up no good. Bombers in their home whites with the orange piping, black numerals. As that one's tipped around as he slipped. That was number 23, Drake May, who we talked about a little bit before getting started. Drake May, one heck of a football player for Macomb, and we see him out here on the basketball court as well.
Said he was number 3 in the state in tackles as a sophomore this past season.
Yep, Drake May playing a lot of linebacker, doing some linebacker positioning for the Macomb Bombers. And like I said, 3rd in the state in tackles is pretty good. Now here on the basketball court, we'll see what he's got in store for us tonight. 8-5, Macomb with the lead. Golden Knights trying to add to their lead. Up top's Grady Norton. He's got 5 of the 8 and dumps it off now to Harold Odine. And now over to Tanner Hessman. Odine with a basketball in the corner. Swinging up top. Good defense there by number 10, Hayden Katz, who got a hand on it. And his hand was the last to touch it, and it'll stay with Mercer County.
And, of course, the Macomb players tried convincing the official that, nope, that's ours, but the official was right there on the call.
8-5 early Golden Eagle lead. They've got the basketball here. 2:45 remains in the first quarter. From Macomb High School, nice down look there to, that was number 32, Tanner Hessman, who tried to corral that one but was unable to do so. And the Bombers come away with the steal the other way. Katz with the basketball down to, was looking for, I believe, a cutting Caden Knupp, but Knupp did not cut, and it is a turnover. And another turnover here quickly by Mercer County, and it'll be Macomb basketball.
What happened there was he was trying to dribble, and his mind just didn't catch up with him, and he ended up carrying. It's one of those things that happens. Being a former guard, I can say that happened to me many times.
8-5 lead for the Golden Eagles. It's the JV matchup on the varsity right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As that shot up no good. Number 35, Marshawn Delaney, who tried to get the putback shot. 8-5, just about 2 minutes left in the first quarter between Mercer County and Macomb here from Macomb High School, I believe the hangar as they call it. Beautiful gym. The gym is not filled up quite yet, but I presume we will probably see a rather full gym for tonight's contest because it's 2 really good squads here. You know, Mercer County and Macomb, they met both in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament just a few weeks ago. And always a good matchup when these 2 squads get together, whether it's JV or varsity. Delaney with the basketball, swinging up top for a 3, a sports corner 3. That is from number 23, Drake May. Gets on the board and ties this one at 8. 8 apiece, and now Tanner Hessman with the basketball. Up at the top of the key, bounce pass down to Odine, has it stripped away, stolen away by the Bombers. Hayden Katz with a full head of steam down the court. It's going to set things back up. Dumps it to May, who wants another 3. Can't hit there. Rebound to the Mercer County Golden Eagles. 8-8 your score, just about a minute left here in the first quarter. Hessman with the basketball. Was looking to drive to the basket, kicks it back out, now to Odine on the top of the key nearly at the elbow, and we have a foul called This is going to fall on number 24 of Macomb. So it's the second Bomber foul. 2 in the quarter for Macomb. 0 for Mercer County in an 8-8 game under a minute to go. Golden Eagles with the basketball. Trying to get the lead right back. They had an early 8-3 lead. Macomb on a 5-0 run right now. Let's see if they could come back with the lead. It's Hayden Katz with the basketball. Swinging over to a recently checked in number 14, Cohen Hunt Toomey. And now to Katz. Down low, nice find. That's number 35, Marshawn Delaney. Gets the first 2 of his night and gives the Bombers a 10-8 lead. Up top to Odine as the Golden Eagles look to respond. Down by 2, 15 seconds left. Stolen away, Caden up with a full head of steam, trying to take it the distance and can't finish on the rebound there, or on the easy layup, but then a foul is against Mercer County as number 35, Marshawn Delaney, hit the deck pretty hard underneath the basket.
Bombers started off slow here in this first quarter. Now you see them starting to catch some fire. 10 seconds left here in the first quarter.
10-8 inbound there. Nice find, and just couldn't finish at the rim there. It was number 24. It was LB, and that 3 is up no good. Almost a half-court shot there to give the Eagles the lead, but they cannot recoup their 8-3 early lead. It is 10-8. The Macomb Bombers have the lead here early on. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back to Macomb High School. The first 8 minutes in the books between the Bombers and the Golden Eagles. And an early, pretty tight game so far. 10-8. It's been back and forth. The Golden Eagles got off to an early 8-3 lead. Now we're looking at a 7-0 Bomber run to kind of end that first half. We'll see if they can take the momentum right back into quarter number 2 here from Macomb High School. John Reynolds alongside Brandon Thomas, bringing you coverage from MHS. Some Tuesday night basketball here in the IHSA. Nice find down low there to number 2, Mark Simmons, who gets on the board with his first 2 points of the night. And the Bombers continue to add to their lead. It's 12-8 in favor of Macomb. Golden Eagles on the attack the other way. Litweiler with the basketball, puts up the shot. Nice finish by Tice Litweiler at the basket to make it 12-10 and end that run there from Macomb. 12-10, Macomb with the lead. Katz swinging up top to Hunt Toomey. Now to Katz. Down low is looking there for Simmons, who has the pass deflected and stolen away by Mercer County, who comes the other way with the basketball. Katz playing defense up top against Mercer County. Now dump it off to number 32. That is Tanner Hessman with the basketball. Over to Peyton 30-Acre. Puts up the shot, and Peyton 30-Acre finishes at the rim.
Now we see a tied game, 12-12 now. Like I was saying, that the Bombers, they started playing, catching fire there at the end of the first quarter. Now here at the beginning of the second, the opposite happens with the Golden Eagles.
LB wearing number 24 for the JV squad. He wears, I believe, number 42 when he plays varsity. We'll see a lot of him later on, and he finishes at the rim there to give the Bombers a 14-12 lead. So Nick Elby gets his first two of the night. 14-12, Macomb with the lead. Traveling violation and a turnover. Macomb basketball. Alexander Simmons inbounds the basketball to Hayden Katz, who will bring things up. Now back to Simmons. Touch pass over to number 2, Mark Simmons. Down low, that one's stolen away. Peyton 30acre was all over that one and is able to bring it the other way for Mercer County now. Down by 2. Kick it up top there to Collier Fisher, excuse me. Now over to Wilkerson. Now to Fisher. Back up top. 5:32 remains here in the first half. Nice fine reverse up and end around. And no.
Calling it off.
Yep. It is a traveling violation, so the basket will not count for Mercer County. It was a nice find, just took an extra step. Yeah. And that might have been why he got so open there.
That pivot foot seemed to just slide with his body. His body had too much momentum, and a
turnover there, and Macomb with the basketball. They have a 2-point lead. It's been back and forth so far here early on. A line change for Macomb, a fresh new 5. The starters back out there. Marshawn Brown with the basketball down to Elby, who loses his dribble. Kick it out now to Delaney. Over to Drake May. May into the corner for 3. It's Caden Up who hits. A sports corner 3 from Caden Up, and he's got a couple of threes here to start his night, and he's been red hot. 17-12 Macomb with the lead.
So now we've seen both teams take the lead of 5, and that's the biggest lead both ways. 8-3 for the Golden Eagles early on. Now the Bombers are up 17-12.
Macomb with the lead. Peyton 30acre with the basketball for Mercer County. Down low, working against Nupp. Good defense, has to kick it back out. No shot clock. That 3, a line drive up, no good. Rebound to Nick Elby, who clears for Macomb. Drake May dumps it off over there to Brown. Marshawn Brown to the basket. Yes, he can finish at the rim. Marshawn Brown with 2. And it's 19-12. The Bombers extend their lead. Now the biggest lead of the night for either squad at 7. 30acre in the corner. He's guarded by Drake May. And that one tipped around, diving bodies on the floor, but it's out of bounds, and it'll be Macomb basketball.
And that's what you want to see out of a player like 21, getting down on the floor, going after that. That's just good work ethic, good hustle.
We have a timeout taken here by Mercer County. We'll keep it right here, though, and talk about Ron Elby Auto Sales. Ron Elby Auto Sales has locations in Macomb and Augusta and over 80 years of car sales experience. Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronelby.com to check out their inventory. By Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. It'll be Macomb basketball out of the timeout taken by Mercer County as Drake May rings the basketball up for Macomb with a 7-point lead with about 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play. May with the basketball. Nice no-look pass out. Another 3 for Caden Up, and it's just off the right side of the iron. No good. Rebound to Mercer County the other way. That shot up, no good. A foul, though, on the shot. We'll see who the foul is on for Macomb. The foul is going to fall on number 23, Drake May. That's Drake May's first foul, and it is the first foul here of the second quarter. And, we don't really see the fouls, add up until, or wait to add up until the latter half of that first half.
Right, and like you said, first foul here in the second half, 4 minutes and 10 seconds gone. You know, hey, we're not complaining. We're just letting you know at home that's what's going on here.
Yep, absolutely. And, you know, especially in a JV contest where, you know, you're still kind of picking up on the game, picking up on how high school basketball, how it flows. And there, as we speak, you know, another foul here early. So a couple of fouls. This one on Macomb. This one's going to be on Delaney for Macomb. It is his first foul. And the second foul here in just about 10 seconds for the Bombers. Ball out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Mercer County in a 19-12 contest. Mercer County basketball's number 21. Tice Litweiler will inbound. He's got 2 points tonight. Here for the Golden Eagles. Now to Odine, who kicks it back up to Grady Norton, who's got 5. 30-acre. Thought about the step back. Good defense, though, by Macomb. That one, an over and back violation of the timeline. It's a turnover. It'll be Macomb basketball. 19-12. 3:17 remains in the first half, and Macomb started off hot at the end of the first quarter and into the second, and get a little bit of a response from the Golden Eagles, but right now it's kind of in the hands of Macomb right now with 3 minutes to go in the first half. 3 ball up, no good. Second chance put back, though, by Delaney is just a little short, but what an effort play there by Marshawn Delaney. To the rim, can't finish there. It was number 23. That was Grady Norton. Couldn't get it to finish. Delaney lay it up and in for Macomb. Drake May with the assist on that one. Marshawn Delaney gets his 4th points of the night. 21-12, and a foul is called. This is going to fall on 23, Drake May. Foul number 2 for him. You see, yes, we've got a new line change coming in, so we got Hayden Katz checking in as well as number 12. That is Alexander Simmons. Number 40, William Thomas. Number 14, Cohen Hunt Toomey. And number 2, Mark Simmons. So seeing a fresh Bomber 5 for Macomb as Odine finishes there to get the 2 for the Mercer County Golden Eagles. Odine's first points of the night. 21-14. 7-point game. Macomb with the basketball on the other end of the court. 2:17 remains in the first half. 3 ball up and good. A sports corner 3 from Mark Simmons, who knocks it home with nothing but net. 2:04 remains in the first half. 24-14. The Bombers lead by 10. Odine's shot up, no good. Good effort, though, there for Mercer County. Number 33, that was Harold Odine, actually. Excuse me, that was number 32, Tanner Hessman, who went diving for the basketball, and just an effort play there. Coach loves to see that. Any coach loves to see that at that point. Nice find down low to Katz. Gets the roll of the rim there, and the bank is open, 26-14. Hayden Katz gets his first 2 of the night. That shot up, no good for Mercer County on the other end, and Hayden Katz retains possession for Macomb the other way. Katz dumps it over to Thomas, who gets it now to Hunt Toomey. Across the way now to Katz. Dribbling to the basket, kick it out. Another 3. It's just off a little, no good. Just a little bit too much on that one as Odine comes away with the rebound, and Mercer County on the attack the other way, down 12. Corner 3, it is good. That is knocked home by number 21, Tice Litweiler with the 3. He's got 5 tonight. And the Golden Eagles don't look now, but they're starting to close that gap. It's now a 26-17 game. Let's see if the Bombers can respond. Swing it across court to Katz. All the way back across the court now to number 14, Cohen Hunt Toomey, who has it stolen away at the basket there, and Peyton 30-acre brings things up for Mercer County. Dump it off to Odine. O'Dean driving to the basket, has it stolen away and tipped around. And 10 seconds left. You're going to see likely Macomb take the last shot of the first half. Katz to the basket, dumps it off there, was looking for Thomas with 2 seconds left on the clock. It will be Macomb basketball.
2 seconds left. You're bringing in a little bit more size off the bench. So right there, that tells me there's a possible tip opportunity that we're going to see here.
Nick Elby's checked in, as well as Drake May, as well as 21, Caden Nupp. And there's the inbound to Nick Elby, who finishes at the rim and puts an exclamation point on the Bombers' first half. They lead 28-17 by 11. We will see the officials sorting it out with the coach. I think, the shot was off before. The clock was at 0, so 28-17. We'll step away for a quick break and be back for the third quarter of action between the Macomb Bombers and the Mercer County Golden Eagles. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives. Taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to Halftime with Milton Griffin, Director of Radiology here at MDH. And Milton, sharp dress, the sharpest dressed interview I think I might have ever done in my life, let alone here at MDH.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Obviously, since you take pride in how you look, you take pride in your department, I would imagine, too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I appreciate Magana District Hospital affording me the opportunity to be part of a wonderful organization and a spectacular healthcare team.
Now, when people hear radiology, I think they think x-rays. At least that's what I think. But there's more to it than that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's predominantly radiology, but we also have MRI, DEXA, and ultrasound. And those areas do not incorporate x-ray. So, but it's incorporated in the radiology department.
So there's obviously a lot that goes on in your department. So there's a lot of areas you have to have some level of expertise, I would imagine, to be able to be the director. What is it, a hospital the size of MDH offering a wide range of available options in the radiology department? What's that say about MDH?
Right. So number one, we have the some of the most advanced level equipment. Number two, we offer a comprehensive array of radiology services, and that speaks volume for a rural healthcare organization, because usually a rural healthcare organization, they offer some services, but it's not comprehensive. But at MDH, we have the ability to offer comprehensive services, as well as the equipment that we have is top of the line.
Now, obviously, radiology is an important part of medicine, but what is it about radiology that drew you to that department?
So when I was in high school, I was in charge of a science project, and one of the books that I was given had a snapshot of a chest x-ray in the upper right corner. And I spoke to my guidance counselor, and she informed me that that's a chest x-ray, and that's done by radiology technology. And that kind of led me down the path of becoming a radiology technologist.
Radiology's changed a lot. I don't know how long you've been in the business, but when my mom was in teens and early 60s, they did x-rays for things that they would never do x-rays for now.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you've seen a lot of change through the years too, right?
Absolutely.
What has been the biggest change that you've seen?
So I've been in radiology for 47 years, and the biggest change that I've seen is leaving the old technology, which was chemistry, film, and very heavy cassettes, and more or less an image taking from the time that the doctor ordered the image, and if he wanted to see it on an acute basis, it was probably maybe 15 minutes. Now, an acute image can be done, and the doctor can be at the bedside viewing the image in 10 seconds.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
It's crazy. So we've talked to a lot of people in our time here about they're from Macomb, and you're not from Macomb. You told me you're from Chicago. What drew you to Macomb?
So I was interviewing for director's positions, and the organization that brought me here it's B.E. Smith, and B.E. Smith is one of the largest healthcare recruiters in the United States. And the recruiter told me, I have a wonderful opportunity, and it's very close to where you are. I said, really? It's close to? Well, I never saw it on Indeed. And she said, no, it's real close to where you are. And then she kind of chuckled, and then she said, well, it's actually in Macomb. So when we finished talking, I Googled the hospital. I saw that it really wasn't very close to Chicago. But I decided to allow everything to take its course. And my first phone interview was with the Vice President of Human Resources and the CEO. And I was very impressed by being interviewed by the CEO on a phone screening call. And that kind of, when they said, well, we like what we heard and we want you to come for an on-site visit, and the rest is history.
Well, before I let you go, we're about done. We're getting ready for the second half here. But I heard through a grapevine that you had a baseball Hall of Fame story?
I do.
Hall of Fame story?
Yes.
What is that all about?
So Sammy Sosa played for the Chicago Cubs, and at that time I was the assistant director for radiology at the University of Chicago. And Sammy Sosa had an episode where it was discovered that his bats were corked, and he had donated these some of his bats to the Hall of Fame. And the Hall of Fame had a exhibit at the museum in Chicago. And the Hall of Fame wanted to make sure that the bats that they had did not have cork. So they called us and they said, "Can we bring the bats over so that you can take an X-ray of the bats to verify if they're corked or not?" So Dr. Barron, who was the chair of the department, contacted me and said, this is what we're going to do. So at 6:30 a.m., this contingent of very high-level folks entered the medical center. They found us in radiology. We took an x-ray of the bats. The bats did not have cork. Dr. Barron said, why don't we take one step beyond? And we took CT scans of the bats. And no cork was identified.
Might as well done MRIs and everything while you're at it, right?
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for coming and talking to us. And
Thank you.
Hopefully you don't have to radiology, any kind of radiology on any more bats.
Absolutely.
We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Welcome back to beautiful Macomb High School here at Macomb, Illinois. It is a 28-17 game, and it was kind of really tight right at the beginning of this one. But then Macomb really just kind of put the foot on the gas and was able to take an 11-point lead into the half.
Macomb's 3 points have been falling, and they sure don't give up on it. I could say that here tonight. There's been a lot of threes shot by Macomb, and they just haven't gave up. But one won't fall. That doesn't stop them from shooting again. And it's been their saving grace so far with this 11-point lead.
Mark Simmons, as well as Caden Knupp, Drake May, all with 3-pointers tonight for Macomb. So like you said there, Brandon, the three-point shooting has been really, really well balanced all around, just not one guy for Macomb, which we like to see. And there's the three to start things off, a Sports Corner 3 for number 21, Tice Litweiler, who's got another 3. He's got 2 tonight as well. So Mercer County on the other end also shooting pretty well from 3 as well.
They are.
So the 3-point shot there for Litweiler and the Mercer County Golden Eagles, and it is an 8-point game. 28-20 is your score between the Golden Eagles and the Macomb Bombers on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Golden Eagles with the basketball. It's Litweiler. He wants another 3. That's a deep 3. It's off the right, no good. Rebound to Caden Knupp, who's got a pair of them tonight for Macomb. Drake May to the basket and can't get it to fall. Rebound to the Golden Eagles. Norton with the basketball, driving to the rim, can't get the finish there. No foul as well, and the Bombers retain possession. They go the other way with Hayden Katz wearing number 10. He dumps it off to Thomas, now to Knupp, who has it stolen away for a moment there, but is able to get it back. Now to Elby, over to May, 28-20. May, no look pass to Thomas in the backcourt, now to Katz. Katz to the basket, has it stolen away there by Litweiler, who came away with it. 3-point shot is a little short there from number 23. That was Grady Norton, who pulled up for 3 and couldn't get the finish, and counted a foul for Nick Elby. Nick Elby gets 2 more. He's got 8 points tonight. He's been playing really well. Foul is on Peyton 30-Acre. It is foul number 2 for 30-Acre. It is the first foul here to start quarter number 3.
Really, that first half was a really clean half whenever it comes to fouls. I mean, there wasn't too many called.
3-point play is good for Nick Elby at the free throw line. And the Bombers extend their lead back up to 11 now as they get a quick steal. Let's see if they can score again. Full court pass down to Katz, or from Katz to May, and it hit the backboard and ripped back the other way, and it's a blocking foul on Caden Knupp. Caden Knupp's first foul of the contest. It is the first Bomber foul. It is a foul that will send Mercer County to the free throw line. And number 23, Grady Norton, who had 7 first-half points. That one is a little short for his first of 2. Norton's second shot is good, so he rattles it home. And the Golden Eagles strike back with a point. They are down by 10 now, 31-21 with 5:53 to play in the third quarter. Bombers and Golden Eagles from the hangar here at Macomb. Elby with the basketball, dumps it off to Drake May. On the right wing, Drake May pulls up for 3. It's a little off, no good. Rebound to the Golden Eagles, who come the other way with Peyton 30-acre into a full amount of traffic there. I don't really know what I was what I was really going to say there, but he ran into a lot of Bombers right there and had to kick it back out. No shot clock, so that one into the backcourt, though, and it'll be out of bounds, and it'll be Macomb basketball.
I believe that's the third over and back we've seen here tonight in tonight's contest.
You see those from just some errant passes, some passes that aren't drawn up to the perfection of how the coach wants them to go, and especially in JV, you're still learning how the pace of high school basketball. So you expect to get a couple of those every now and then, but like you said, we have seen a few of them here though tonight. So and a couple of tipped ones as well, but those would obviously not result in a turnover due to the tip, but nonetheless, it is still Macomb basketball. 4:45 to play in the third, as that one's stolen away almost stolen away there by a Golden Eagle, Drake May. Fortunate as it's not a turnover, as Caden Nupp wants three, and it could not fall in as he hit it to the right side of the rim there, and it almost rattled in, but fell off, and it'll be Mercer County basketball the other way, 31-21. Beautiful find there to number 21, Tice Litweiler, who has 11 points. He's played really well for Mercer County. Nice find to Drake May, who responds there. Drake May unofficially with 5 points right now. He's played really well as well. 33-23. Bombers and Golden Eagles. One foul apiece for both squads. O'Dean with a basketball, dumps it off there and a foul. Make that 2. This one's going to be on Macomb, number 23, Drake May. That is Drake May's third foul, so now we see a couple of substitutions. Caden Nupp and number 12, Alexander Simmons, will head to the bench for Macomb, as number 35, Marshawn Delaney, and number 1, Marshawn Brown, check in for Macomb. Amy, thank you for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live. And onto the sideline there, it's a turnover, and it'll be Bomber basketball.
I think what they wanted to do there was a give and go, but the guy that was giving the ball was already out of bounds, or at least on the line, and got busted.
As there we saw the give and go right there, just at the top of the key there from Delaney to Brown. And that's where you perfect that very well there between those two. Let's see if the Bombers can score, and this is going to be a foul on Macomb. This is going to be on Marshawn Brown. It'll pick up his first foul. And it will be Mercer County basketball, a 10-point lead for Macomb. 30-acre with the basketball. Where's number 30? So steal and could not get the finish. I think he was going for the dunk there, but
I think that's what was in his mind, and then ball just kind of just popped right out of his hands.
Couldn't get the finish there. Was number 35. That was Delaney, as that one's kicked around, and no kick ball violation, and Nick Elby retains possession for Macomb on a good hustle play. Down low to Delaney. Kick it out now to May, working with 30-acre. Over to Elby, 2:52 left, third quarter. May, pull up for three on the right wing. It's up no good. Rebound to Peyton 30-acre. And the Gold Eagles clear. Collier Fisher dribbling the basketball up, and we've got a timeout taken here from Mercer County. It is a full timeout. It's the second timeout called, but we'll talk about Sports Corner at 124. Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch the WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Also the sponsor of all three-point shots makes as well, so we'll be hearing them a lot. And tonight we've heard them quite a lot with a lot of three-point shots from Macomb and some from Mercer County as well, so some good three-point shooting for both squads, which is kept it pretty close here to a 10-point game.
It keeps it close. It makes it fun. It makes you continue to guess what is going to happen, if the ball is going to go in or not, or if they're just going to end up trying to get it into the post, which they've tried both teams, and really we're not seeing much scoring in the paint here tonight, John.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot down low, with the post players, points in the paint. It's been a lot of perimeter shooting, and we've seen some down low, but I'd definitely say more perimeter shooting so far here tonight for both squads. 33-23 your score out of the timeout, Mercer County basketball. O'Dean to the rim. He gets the roll and gets it to fall. Harold O'Dean has 4 points tonight. Mercer County adds 2 more. It's 33-25 now. 2:13 left here in the third. May, nice find to Kyler Norton, who's recently checked in, and he gets his first 2. Kyler Norton gets in the scoring department, 35-25. And for Mercer County, whenever you find the basket, it's a quick steal and score, quick score the other way for Macomb. So got to tighten up a little bit on defense there after getting those possession points there and being able to score. You got to be able to tighten up on defense and allow your guys to still get back within this game. It's a 10-point game. 35-25, 30 Acre with the basketball. It may be a coincidence that he wears number 30. I doubt it, though. Peyton 30 Acre. We talked a little bit with him in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament as well. I believe he wears number 22 for varsity. So
right.
We're a number 30 here for the JV. So and a timeout is taken here by Mercer County. Is just had nowhere to go. It was Collier Fisher there as he just had the ball up in his hands. He had to get rid of it, had to either get rid of it or dribble. And a good timeout there taken by the head coach of Mercer County. We're going to keep it right here in a 33-20 or 35-25 contest. We'll get the scoreboard update here for you in just a moment. There it is.
The Bombers defense definitely caused that timeout there, that in-face defense that they had right there. You had no other choice.
So it is the third timeout taken by Mercer County, down by 10 with about 9 minutes total left in the game. Definitely could come back to bite you, so we'll keep an eye on that. Still Macomb with all 5 of their timeouts remaining, so they have not used one, and Mercer County's used 3. 5-2 in the timeout department, 3-1 in the foul department, in your scoring department. 35-25. Bombers with the lead. Mercer County trying to respond. Fisher dishes it out to Hessman, who now dumps it off there to Norton. Back up to Hessman. Hessman dribbling and is tripped up there by Elby. And that one out of bounds, and it'll be Macomb basketball. Nick Elby on the inbound. He gets it into Hayden Katz, who's been running a lot of point here in his shifts on the floor.
Saturday, the Cats played quite a bit against A-Town in the JV game, and he had a few points. He had some nice assists, some really nice assists there Saturday against A-Town.
So what you like to see out of your main guy at the top of the key is Marshawn Brown will get another 2 tonight. He's got 4. Bombers lead at 37-25. And the clock expires. So Mercer County, forgetting how much time was left on the clock there, they do not get a shot off before the fourth quarter begins. It is 37-25. We're going to step away for a quick break and be back for the final 8 minutes between the Golden Eagles and the Macomb Bombers. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back to Macomb High School. The final 8 minutes of this one, 37-25. Macomb Bombers with a 12-point lead, trying to add on. As Kyler Norton with the basketball dumps it off to May for a deep three. It's up no good. Rebound to the Golden Eagles, who come the other way. Over into the corner there for number 15. That's Tatum Wilkerson. Wilkerson scoreless tonight. We've seen a little bit of him here as well, so nice find down low and can't get the finish there on kind of a reverse up and end around. That one is going to be a jump ball tie-up, and it'll be Mercer County basketball, so it'll stay down here as Odine was tied up with about 4 Bombers, I'd say, all with their hands on the basketball, and Odine comes away with it.
The Bombers just swarmed, and like you said, there was 4 of them right there.
Count it, and a foul for number 23, Grady Norton, who adds to his night. He has 10 points and has a chance for 11 here. We'll see who the Bomber foul is on. It's going to be on Caden Nupp. It does look like it actually is Caden Nupp's 3rd foul. PA announcer said 2, but the scoreboard has 3, so we'll go with the scoreboard. 3-point play is up no good for Grady Norton, but he gets his own rebound. And that ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Macomb basketball. (37-27). So we've kind of been stuck at this 10-point margin. It's 35-25. We've been at 33-23. It just seems we get to the one team scores, but then the other one answers right back. So
10 is the magic number to break as of right now.
We'll see if the lead can get cut in half here if you're Mercer County on the other end. Hessman going to the basket, can't get it to fall, so it was tipped around, and Macomb comes away with it. Elby runs right into Hayden Katz. Nice find. Kyler Norton for 2, can't get the finish. And the Mercer County Golden Eagles will come the other way. Hessman driving on the baseline. Nice find to Odine. Can't get it to finish. And the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Mercer County. 1 foul for Macomb, none for the Golden Eagles. 3-point shot up no good from Norton. Ball tipped around, and Katz comes away with it. Katz had Norton down the field, or down the court, as we've seen a couple of, some vertical passes all the way down the court here tonight between the Bombers and Golden Eagles. And I think Norton was, he was open. He wanted the full court pass, but
and we was talking about football a little bit earlier with Mr. May.
We got a full timeout taken here. I believe it is Macomb. Yep, Macomb takes the timeout. Actually, it's a 30-second timeout, so it looked like they were going to say full, but I believe it is a 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here. You look at the Macomb bench. And now look at the Mercer County bench, and then their cheerleaders over here. Mercer County brought the cheerleaders all the way from Aledo, Illinois. It's where the Mercer County Golden Eagles call home. Of course, all those other small towns there as well. We're talking a little bit before the game. When Aledo used to be Aledo High School, you had Westmer up there as well, and then they joined together years ago for what is now Mercer County, or Merco, as is also called. Always put together a good basketball squad, and here playing Macomb, like we talked about earlier, 2 squads formerly in the Olympic Conference. These 2 squads used to play all the time. Nice finish there for Drake May, who gets 2. A nice play there at the post, 39-27. Hessman with the basketball. Dumps it off to Odine up top. 5:42 remains here in the 4th. It is a 12-point game. Norton with the basketball over to number 21, Tice Litweiler, who's played really well here for the Golden Eagles, as Hayden Katz with a full head of steam is bumped and fouled by Norton. This is going to be...
I don't know how many times, John, we've seen kids diving on the floor here in this JV contest. That's showing some hope. That's showing some promise for the upcoming years of both of these teams, showing their work ethic and desire and heart and soul out there on the floor.
Yeah, you love to see when you know, in the JV contest, especially if you're Mercer County, you know, you're down by 12 points here with about 5 minutes left. Still got plenty of time, but still love to see it if you're the head coach of Mercer County. Like you said, either for the JV or for the varsity coach, at that matter, of these guys just putting it all out there. You know, in games, that always as a coach will always you'll pick up on that. And if there's any kids out there listening, basketball players, to always give it your best, always give it what you got, and coaches will pick up on that. As you can definitely tell. Nice find to Caden Nupp, who finishes there for 2 points. Caden Nupp back in the scoring column here in the second half. He's got 8 points. His first 6 all came in the first, and it's been quiet since, but there Caden Nupp finds 2 more. 41-27. Hessman with the basketball, gets the rebound, kick it up 3 for Norton, no good. Rebound all the way down the court, and a bump there, and May hits the deck hard, and he is down as he got hit hard. No whistle for a timeout. Now we do. There we go. As Drake May hit the deck pretty hard there. He went up for a jump ball, almost like a football play there. You got the receiver and the defensive back going up for the basketball, or for the football in that case. And that time they were going up for the basketball. And Drake May slow to get up, but we will pan off of him and take a moment to seize. Hopefully Drake May will be all right. One of the key players here for Macomb as he heads off the court. And we'll have a injury substitution. We'll see who. Got to get somebody in there. As there's only 4. There we go. There's the 5th bomber. So Mark Simmons will check in. Mark Simmons with 5 points tonight. He's played really well. He's got a 3-pointer in there. 41-27. Inbound pass there to Hess. Hessman couldn't finish on a nice play there. Ball out of bounds. Going to stay with Mercer County. (41-27), 4:22 remains in the JV game. We'll have the varsity right after this on TSSR Game Time Live. It'll be a separate stream. So that's all you got to do. Click out of this one and pop over. You'll have the same thing. It'll say Mercer County and Macomb, and we'll have varsity on there. Click on that and you'll hear coverage of that one. Should be a good one. These 2 squads matched up in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament earlier on in the latter half of the month of December, and now get to play here in the regular season to start the second semester for both squads and both schools. Nupp with the basketball over to Simmons on the left wing, up top to Katz. Katz for 3, it's up no good. Rebound to Peyton 30-acre, and Mercer County clears the other way. Acre driving to the basket and can't get it to fall. Rebound to Nick Elby. And the Bombers clear with 3:30 remaining here in the 4th. Simmons will dump it off. Elby with it. Now to Simmons. That is Mark Simmons with the basketball. Now to Hayden Katz. 3-ball for Nupp is up a little short. Rebound fought for, and he hits the deck over there. A nice play, though, by number 21, Tice Litweiler. Went flying into the stairs, but is back up and playing defense there at the top of the key. See him there. We're at number 21. Simmons will dump it off to Katz. Over now to Simmons. Now over to Simmons. Now Elby on the left wing. Simmons dumps it off to Nupp. Back up to Simmons. We got 2 Simmons on the court, so that's why I keep hearing the Simmons last name. Mark Simmons and Alexander Simmons. Katz dumps it off now to Nupp. We just got some back and forth just going around the perimeter. Burning clock. Trying to get their shot.
All right, good ball movement and also good defense here. That's not the best shot to take, but and you get a second chance opportunity. You got to be boxing out. I mean, yes, we're in the final 2 minutes, but you still got to keep on playing until that final buzzer.
Peyton 30 Acres going to pick up that foul. It's Peyton 30 Acres' 3rd foul. It is the 2nd foul for the Golden Eagles. Alexander Simmons at the free throw line knocks home the first. Simmons' first point. Marshawn Brown and number 14, Cohen Hunt Toomey, has checked in as well. And the second shot by Simmons is good. So he knocks home both, gets his first 2 of the night. At the free throw line is Marshawn Delaney has checked in as well. Bombers add 2 more, 43-27. We get into the latter half of this one. 30 Acre for 3. It's up no good. Nick Elby with the rebound, and the Bombers clear and go the other way. Brown over to Hunt Toomey on the left wing. Has it tipped around, stolen. It's tipped, though, and it will remain Bomber basketball, and a good play there by Delaney. Up to Brown. Dump it over to Nupp. Minute 43, and the Bombers took a lot of time off the clock on that last offensive possession.
They did, and I think you may as well try that again unless you have a very wide open shot.
We kind of see that happening right now as we got a timeout here taken by Macomb. It is a full timeout, so they're going to talk things over here. And we'll take a quick timeout as well. It is 43-27. Macomb leads this one for the final minute and about 15 to 20 seconds here from MHS. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Welcome back to Macomb High School here as we get set for the final minute 28 between the Bombers and the Golden Eagles. Delaney inbounds the basketball to Marshawn Brown, who wears number 1 for Macomb. Delaney dump it off to Nupp. Over now to Brown. And Brown dumps it there to Hunt Toomey. Ball on the floor, and it is a jump ball tie up there on the floor. It'll be Golden Eagle basketball as we'll see a new Bomber check in. Number 50, Devin Perry, is in, as well as number 40, William Thomas, back in.
15 and 23 for Mercer County.
Yep, that is Tatum Wilkerson and Grady Norton back in for the Golden Eagles with 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining. Number 2, Mark Simmons, is back in as well for Macomb as Nupp and Allison, or excuse me, not Allison, excuse me, Simmons head to the bench, as well as Brown. Ball on the floor. 30-acre kicks it back out. Under a minute to go. Deep three there from the Golden Eagles, and it's out of bounds, and it'll be Bomber basketball. The varsity squads, you can see the beginning there of Mercer County. They are ready to go. The Macomb band is showing up as well. So
I believe this is the first time I've seen a band this year.
Yeah, so the Macomb band has arrived. We should have a packed house here. The gym has started to fill up as well, so varsity game right after this. Peyton 30-acre brings things up for Mercer County. Now dumps it off to 21 there. That's Litweiler, who pass sails out of bounds, and it'll be Macomb basketball. 23.8 seconds left in a 43-27 contest. Simmons brings things up, and that ball tipped out of bounds there by 30-acre. 15.3 seconds remain. Simmons inbounds it there to Hunt Toomey with 14 seconds now to Perry. Has it stolen away for a moment, and that ball out of bounds, and it will be Mercer County basketball with 8 seconds remaining in this one. Inbound to 30-acre with the basketball, 5 seconds. Now 3, got to get the shot up, 30-acre to Mercer County, number 33. That was O'Dean, who could not get the shot to fall. And at the end of this one, 43-27, the Macomb Bombers are victorious over the Mercer County Golden Eagles. We will step away for a quick break and be back for some stats, and then we will have the varsity game right after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back to Macomb High School. The final of this one, 43-27. The Macomb Bombers get it done in the JV contest over the Mercer County Golden Eagles. Some unofficial stats for you for the victorious Macomb Bombers. Leading the way as the lead scorer was Nick Elby, who had 9 points. A close second, though, Caden Nupp finished with 8 points. Drake May had 5, and some various other scoring. Katz had 2, as well as Mark Simmons with 5. Marshawn Brown had a pair. Alexander Simmons also with 2. Camden Shin had 2 points. Marshawn Delaney with 4. Kyler Norton with 2 for Macomb. And for the Mercer County Golden Eagles, leading the way was number 21, Tice Litweiler, who had 11 points. Grady Norton had 10. Harold O'Dean had 4. So for myself, John Reynolds, and Brandon Thomas, the wonderful cameraman, we are going to say go so long here from MHS, and we'll be back for the varsity game here in about 13 minutes on a separate stream. So we thank you for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.